Okay, people, so I wasn't able to see this during the 67th BFI London Film Festival, but it is now dropped to Netflix. I am talking about Chicken Run Dawn of the Nugget. So this time it is directed by Sam Fell and written by Karey Kirkpatrick and John O'Farrell, who wrote the first film, and they are joined by Rachel Tunnard this time out. The film is produced by Layla Hobart, Stephen Pegram. It is executive produced by Carla Shelley, Nick Park, Peter Lord, though they co-directed the first film, Karey Kirkpatrick, Paul Cooley, Sam Fell, co-executive executive producing. We have Sean Clark, Sarah Cox, Alicia Gold, Kerry Locke, and David Sponkston. Co-producing is Zoe Vara Stunt, and consultant producing is Richard Beek. Harry Gregson Williams handled the music. Charles Coping, cinematography. Stephen Perkins edited the piece. Lucy Rands was on casting duties. Production design is handled by Darren Dubicki. Art direction is Richard Edmonds, Sarah Haldren, and Matt Perry. Beth Jones and Gary J. Losh handled set decoration. And our voice cast. Well, Ginger is voiced by Thandiwe Newton. Rocky is voiced by Zachary Levi. Their daughter Molly is voiced by Bella Ramsey. Bunty is voiced by Imelda Staunton. Mac, Lynn Ferguson. Fowler is now voiced by David Bradley. Babs, Jane Horrocks. Nick is Ramesh Raghunathan. His Buddy Fletcher is voiced by Daniel Mays. Then there's Frizzle, voiced by Josie Sedgwick-Davies. Reginald Smith is voiced by Peter Seraphonwicks. Dr. Fry is voiced by Nick Mohad. And Mrs. Tweedy is once again voiced by Miranda Richardson. So the gist of this one is, having pulled off a death-defying escape from Tweedy's farm, Ginger has finally found a dream, a peaceful island sanctuary for the whole flock, far from the dangers of the human world. When she and Rocky hatch a little girl called Molly, Ginger's happy ending seems complete. But back on the mainland, the whole of chicken kind faces a new and terrible threat for Ginger and her team, even if it means putting their own hard-won freedom at risk. This time, they're breaking in. Okay, so, yeah. Now, I'll say this off the bat, right? I imagine this will work very well with a young kid. You know, I thought it's probably got all those things that they'll enjoy. Some silly jokes, just a lot of goofiness. All right, and clay animation is always kind of fun. You know what I mean, watching this, there's some things that the thing that really just jumped out to me at first was, okay, you've got all of these chickens living on this island. And then there's Rocky. So essentially, they're all Polly. Chicken a Polly. You know what I mean? And not a parrot, right? Because there's only one rooster in this roost. You know what I mean? So Rocky gonna be like, yo. So yeah, that. But then you're just thinking, chickens don't swim. So how the fuck they get to an island? But yeah, they're making wine. It's just like, okay, chicken drink wine? But again, like a kid is just gonna watch this and be like, yeah, look, they're having fun, they're doing shit. But I'm just like, yo, what are these chickens doing? What's happening here? You know, it follows that. I think the storyline is very. I mean, we're not really seeing new things, right? There was something else which has completely. I can't remember what the fuck it was, but there was two films. One of them was a breakout, and the other one was a break-in. So the idea essentially isn't new, but it's fine, right? We see them thinking of all different ways to get into the spot and all of that. Yeah, it is kind of fun, the whole collar thing, and wondering, oh, what's this chicken paradise? What is it? Like, there's something nefarious, but it's just like, what is it gonna be? It did feel right, because this film, it is, how long is it? It's just under 2 hours, I believe. It is. Oh no. Well, it's 98 minutes. You kind of feel that it could be shorter, right? The whole break-in part, it could have been shorter. It felt like it was stretched out. There's like stuff that, did we need this sequence? You know what I mean? So there was a lot of that. And look, it's been 23 years since the original. So I do not remember Chicken Well a whole heap well, like the minutiae of it. But it seems that Rocky is a lot dumber in this one. Now, maybe I'm forgetting, a lot of the shit from the first, but yeah, he seems a lot dumber, which are just like, okay, like, why? There's a few things, and you're like, come on now, is someone really gonna do this shit, right? But yeah, it's gonna work for kids. Some of the things that I look at with this film and just think, I don't really know about that. Story-wise, does this really make any sense? Or it's a bit of a stretch. We're doing some weird things here. Like, yeah, a kid's gonna like. There was some funny, like, you think odd choices for a little kid, but when you hear them as an adult, an adult of a certain age, you'll be like, oh shit. There's a bit when Ginger is just like, I'm Happy, right? Which then just reminded me of that TV show set in the hospital, which has, the title of it has completely slipped my mind. But yeah, it's from the 80s, right? And it reminds me of that, because that was the theme song for that. But it's just like, a little kid's gonna be like, yo, what? You know what I mean? But yeah, there was a few things like that which seemed to be thrown in, maybe for an older audience, or the writers are just of an age where they're just thinking, oh, this will be good. Where it's just like, all right, are you thinking of your audience? You know what I mean? But yeah, it's okay. I didn't really think it necessarily had the magic of the first film, you know, but it's fine, right? I think a kid will enjoy it a lot more. I didn't necessarily think it's needed, and it does feel that it has been set up for more if it's a big success, you know? So, yeah, if this one is gangbusters, it's been kind of set up for a third film. If not, you know, it ends like, okay, you can be like, all right, they had more adventures. But yeah, it's kind of crouched in that way. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how this is received, you know, because yeah, it just felt like it's okay. The voice acting is fine. You know, there's this whole controversy about the recasting, which I don't know if you can really call it ageism when Thandiwe Newton is only a few years younger than Julius Wahali, right? So it's not like they went for a 20-year-old. You know, the Mel Gibson one is the weirdest one for me, just because it seems like Mel's making films again, you know, and people have, you know, he's paid his penance, as it were. So that one seemed a bit odd because the whole craziness was like, again, probably 20 years ago, something like that, right? But it's all fine. The voice acting was fine, you know, it wasn't groundbreaking, but it wasn't dreadful. So, yeah, you know, I think the biggest thing with this, and it just any Aardman film, is the animation, which is always great, you know. So that's the thing that really makes you smile. The story, all the other stuff is kind of by the by. So yeah, I think if you've got young kids, I think they're gonna like Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget. But yeah, older people, you know, they might find it okay, right? It will pass the time, but I don't know if it's going to set the world on fire for an older person. But a young kid, I think they'll love it.